Hello everybody, welcome back to Persona 5 Pod 103. We have been thrown for a loop. We have been bowled over by the amazing plot twist in this game. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Let's just get into it without further ado. Oh, this is just, I am so shocked. It's so fucking great. Like, holy shit. Well freaking done. I've in my whole life never played something this well thought out and this well planned. I am like, oh man. Holy crap. Damn. I heard they arrested one of the pen thieves. No way. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. We can finally breathe easy now. He killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never know his motivation. Oh man, that last episode. If you guys just, I'm literally just coming off that last episode. So you guys have had a whole day to like calm your nerves stuff. And man, I'm still like, oh man, I'm exhausted. I feel like my conscience is about to fade away. Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening? Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back. Are you listening? I am. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of the situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive. He's on a completely different level than just that. Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a plot to frame the pen thieves and kill J-Kun. If we go into Sister's Palace, as he suggests, we will likely be met by a large ambush of police forces. To think he would be this far gone, I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace. If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring his in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment. So this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us. He made us go after Okamura, then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time. The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it? No, Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind us all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect of a police station. Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi. But what means do we have of learning his identity? We'll have to make Akechi say it, though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us. I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately. Damn it, so we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard suggestion. But if we go into the palace as told, Jay will get arrested and then murdered by Akechi. Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding. Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage! What's this all of a sudden? There's a way! A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to let off us. All while learning his identity. Really? You gotta be kidding me. If he wants to kill Jay, why not let him? That is, inside the palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive J-Kun, all the while believing he killed the real one. Yeah, that's it. It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out. Man, these people are like fucking geniuses. Holy shit. They're figuring this out and solving all these problems in like split seconds, and I'm just trying to keep up with what's actually happening.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
Man, the stupid dog next door's walking in.
You're her sister, correct?
Yeah! She's the super hottest character in the whole game.
Makoto told me everything.
Oh shit!
Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Oh, but that was awesome.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Everyone's so happy to see me. Yeah.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
I mean, I died.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
Well, my name is Joker for a reason.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
Yeah, I could have actually died, you motherfuckers.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off?
Very complicated stuff.
Isn't this guy considered dead?
Literally.
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
So I'm pretty sure if you kill a metaverse person, the person has a mental shutdown in real life. I'm just saying.
Oh, hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Get you messed up. With the pancakes.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff.
Yeah, just make us coffee, man. We good to go.
So what was this mistake Akechi made?
Excuse me?
What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
Aha, the pancakes.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
This guy's like, these kids are all on drugs. He's like, you guys are off the fucking coffee. No more coffee for any of you motherfuckers.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
Oh, because of the pancakes, boys. Apparently.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I see it now. I know the pancake. They keep talking about the pancakes. I never realized when the pancake spot happened.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that.
I didn't even notice that.
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his
Or did
phone.
I notice that? I must actually go back and watch the episode, see if I noticed it or not.
I
pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Oh my god, this is so cool!
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes. On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
Sojo is like us in the story. So they've explained to Sojo, but actually they're explaining to us. But they needed someone who wasn't in the loop, you know? So that's Sojuro. I think this is so awesome. Wow, it's really well done. It's so nice to play a story that has a game that has like a deep, fucking amazing story.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We fought the sexy version of you.
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
And that's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
That brings back memories. That really does.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
It was a great idea. It was records. We had to trust it. It was a great idea.
Yeah. It's good we have her heading up our operations.
Queen! Runs everything, boys.
Makoto is normally so calm as well. But once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi. But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
She's super chilled about this whole situation. Like one day she like, cool, my whole life has like been 180, but I'm relaxed about it.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Oh, cute.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse.
This is the best picture I've ever seen in my life.
First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
I still don't really get it, but okay. I assume you're gonna explain more.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
So the briefcase wasn't Sai's treasure. What is Sai's treasure?
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
But that was also... Seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. That's so cool. That picture's the best picture I've ever seen in my whole life. Asking her about it? No, would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious.
These pictures are the best part of the game.
In the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
It's the best shit. I want these pictures.
That's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I couldn't see it, there was no time. I'm just glad I didn't die.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble.
Oh, get it? Because we gambled, because we were in a casino. I love it!
We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Oh, it's not. Oh, I don't remember the jobs. Not at all.
Then it truly was a do-or-die situation? That's crazy. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him.
Hey, I healed up pretty fast.
Callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
Oh my god, this is so cute! It was close.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
Hey, he did. He did. Ryuji really did. Everyone else seemed like really worried and stuff, and Ryuji was like the only one that smiled.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji believed in us, boys. Ryuji believed in us all the way.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Well, technically you guys didn't know I was alive. The whole plan hinged on freaking Save and the phone, and if that didn't work I would have been actually dead, and then it would have not worked. So how did you know I was alive?
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist.
Yes!
You saved me, after all.
Oh, yes, I did. I did save her, I guess.
That's reassuring to hear.
Well, doesn't that mean her palace is still existing, so we can go into her palace, guys? Because then we got destroyed, huh?
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is poop.
Amen, Sojiro! Amen, let's get that coffee break.
And feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
I don't know how this place stays open, honestly.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Oh, there's not much space back there, I'm just saying.
What a great man.
Yeah, Sojo's the shit, guys. I think Sojo. Yeah, your dad's awesome for Taba. So many stories been updated to this point. Oh my god, this is so intense. My name.
That sounds familiar.
Yes, I'm the one that you got arrested, you motherfucker.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to
Oh, so Akechi's just like, he just wants to be famous and shit. Okay.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
I'm pretty sure this is how all elections happen, by the way.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Yes!
Who?
Yeah, exactly who?
I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
Hell yes, he did.
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
There's no such thing as an honest person.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
Yeah, Haru.
Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this. Just based on the connections I had from my previous job.
Oh yeah, said you work for the government.
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we just see, he's the only one that knows what's
Do
up.
it like always.
Yeah, Morgana.
Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
That's a very good question.
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
He's not a politician, he's a criminal.
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Yeah.
We got a hit!
Like, that's only because of the sun confidant.
Arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
Hell yes! What about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him, we just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course!
What about Akechi? Akechi's the one murdering the people.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
Time for revenge!
Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
I wasted a bunch of money on Akechi's fucking weapons and shit, dude.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at
No!
the Diet Building after
Mementos!
school.
I wanna go to Mementos.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Oh shit, that's true.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
Oh yeah, they haven't actually told the public who.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
Hey, Futaba is a fucking genius, Sojo.
We're intellectuals, you know.
oh, Ryuji, where it comes from you, Ryuji.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you were in the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
How did Akechi get his powers? His microphone.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Akechi, you're literally psychotic,
Well,
dude.
My faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests.
Oh, he's not wrong.
General public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only...
Oops.
I must agree.
Oops.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Okay, if you say so.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals.
Yo, people be like, everyone that rivals this guy dies. This guy's obviously having them murdered.
Which is why I made them suspects.
Oh, the Fanties.
Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion.
I mean, these bad guys are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned.
Is this gonna be one of those games where the bad guy actually wins? That'll be insanely cool.
Come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
I mean, that's a good thing, though.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided.
I mean, this guy's got a fucking great logic behind him.
Is my duty as the chosen one.
The chosen one.
Your
Oh,
assistance has been
that's
very
a little bit,
influential in making my plans
a little bit exaggerated.
smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Shido, Keiichi's gonna straight up murder you. Shido, Keiichi's gonna straight up murder you, dude. He's gonna murder your shadow. I'm letting you know this right now.
Guess he won't be going to school for a while.
Yes!
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
See, me and Morgana are getting along great, guys.
I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Yay! I love Morgana. Morgana's the cat, never quits. Champ that we needed from the get-go. Morgana is the bubbles of...
Well,
what the fuck was that flash?
How do I put this?
Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest. No!
Whoa.
The chief's right. Let's hit that. Or is he like there to block me or something? No!
Hey!
No. Okay, plant.
Nice!
Oh, they were forcing my hand. Man, what a lot of revelations was made in that episode though. Holy crap. Tabatwan! Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy. Also. Wow, remember how I put that WhatsApp app in Akichi's phone? Basically that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. Now what could I do with that info? I'll be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima who had your phone ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance and beep sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was chance they'll just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi. This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it. Still, I couldn't just directly hack into Metaverse Nav, it's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, that was awesome.
Well,
That reminds me, your relationship with Akechi and Akechi grew stronger, didn't it? Even though Akechi was talking to the fake you at the time. What do you mean? Akechi met the cognitive you in the palace. I don't know what he said to that version of you in there, but we should make use of this. And if nothing else, it shows our operation was a smashing success. Go to bed. I mean, guys, please, can you leave my room? I need to go to bed. Can you guys maybe not be in my room?
I'm gonna head back.
I guess I head home. Go to bed, alright? Sleep. Oh, Futaba's staying. Oh, Futaba, you cannot stay. I'm a taken man. I'm not single anymore. Ba-bum. Ba-bum, 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 bum-bum. Ba-bum, bum-bum. Apparently Akechi arrested leaders of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. I'm so glad Akechi's back. I hope they can catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves too. He really is amazing. Akechi did it all for the Punani, guys. Let's be honest. He wants to be the hero, so all the girls are like, oh my god, Akechi, ah! And then, what? I'm not playing as Ryuji game. There's no point in even having an election. She's gonna win. Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him, like he can fix whatever problems we have. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after the turnout, those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end. We'll show you. Yeah, Ryuji, we'll show those motherfuckers. I'm not playing as Ryuji though, I absolutely refuse. Let me play as Joker. Yeah! Beep, 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 beep. I heard you went home, so I announced it during homework. Are you okay? I am, thanks. You're a bad teacher. I am, thanks. You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused. But as long as you're safe. Don't worry about yourself, just take care of yourself. Oh, hot boys! Phoning Becky right now! Right now! Screw school, she can ditch school for the day. She's sick. Is it true that the leader of Phantom Thieves died? How could the police just let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together. Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear you're like monkeys in the zoo, Oh yeah. I received word from RPG's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyways? It's almost time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. No problems yet. Oh, thank God you're safe. The suicide report was all over the news and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the questions when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now. But I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck. I just got a chat message from Oya. Some crazy stuff is going on with the Phantom Thieves. Are you okay? I'm fine. Really? That's good. It's chaos over here because of Phantom Thieves. You're still alive, so you must be scheming something, right? I gotta prepare myself for one more mountain. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm busy, so I'll talk to you again later. You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are going to be showing up.
Okay.
Let's think of the keyword once the Chief's curry is energized. Okay, so he is all about that power, boys. He's all about that power. He's all about being the next god of the world. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sort of stuff, but no luck so far. It's hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's been behind all of those mental shutdowns, doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April? Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused the accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Suppose there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido, how many has he killed over the years? How could we even understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like Jacob to join, but will that be okay? Won't someone spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Jacob join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force that bastard's palace open.
Well then.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay? Put on your hoodie and no one will ever know who you are. As long as it's green and it covers half your face, no one will ever know who you are. I'm wearing a hoodie! I knew it! You're going out? That's the plan. You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done if you get caught, right? Sheesh, the stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late. I'm kind of gonna go to a palace and fight the guy to the death. But yeah, Sergio, I'll be back soon.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long.
The problem is that if Akechi sees this group, he's gonna know what's up.
We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Nope.
What about a mansion?
No.
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure
He's a lecherous bastard. This is a brothel.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him.
Oh, Anne's gonna use a super good acting.
Excuse me? I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician.
No.
I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
No.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
I'm telling you, it's fucking like...
Think about this tonight.
He thinks he's God, so it's probably like heaven or something like that. Come on. Come on. It's just another God complex type of guy. Nothing complicated. We could solve it easily.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
Very story-driven section of the game. Holy crap. Oh shit, that's a lot of messages, bro. I tried looking at his interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a Metropolitan Assemblyman to represent. He looks great for 53 years old. He looks amazing. Though he is a cabinet minister, he's split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shit is a cabinet minister for real? He was specially appointed to that position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for who would like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the Prime Minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shino's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
Shido's reputation is truly astronomical. It's preposterous. This isn't the popularity level of a normal politician anymore. What's so great about him? I seriously don't get it. He's a strong leader who protects his citizens, while supposedly. Is everyone blind? We'll just need to shed light on who he really is. By the way, is it okay if my sister joins us tomorrow? She's hoping she can be of help as well. Oh, please give me Sai in my team game! Fine with me, that would be great. Okay, I'll tell her that. Okay, we'll figure out the keywords tomorrow for sure. If Sai takes Akechi's fucking place, oh man, that would be the best twist ever. I would be so happy. Oh my god. What's all the love for Shido? I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still keeps me out. I'm sorry, you cannot put a giant Phantom Thieves fucking thing in your room.
Let's do it.
Where did I even get that? I don't even know where I got that. Did I put that up? Was that was not always there. I'm pretty sure that was not always there. Maybe it's like, this is officially our place. Plant?
Oh.
Yeah, plant. By nutritions.
Oh.
Only 2? I'm not supposed to get 3 when I do that? Oh, that's fine. Let's do a quick save after that.
I should write something.
Quick save. Awesome! So tomorrow we hopefully are going to enter Shido's palace, but that's going to be in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please be sure to hit that like button right now. Click it, that like button. It helps out a bunch, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more Persona 5 in the future. I will see you all in the next episode.